Now, our top story tonight, the ongoing battle over abortion rights. Dozens of protests today across the nation as anti-abortion advocates celebrate the ruling overturning Roe v. Wade, calling on their states to do more to end that practice. Abortion rights advocates, though, saying more has to be done to protect women and their rights. Of course, that includes here in Virginia.
Yeah, that's right. The Commonwealth, much like the rest of the nation, though, remains split about the practice, and they're not being very quiet about it. WFXR's Kylie Kidd was at dueling rallies in Lynchburg today and has all the details of that back and forth.
Here in downtown Lynchburg, the streets are divided, quite literally. On this side, people are upset and protesting against the overturning of Roe v. Wade, calling for something to be done to offer some kind of federal protection for the procedure. Now we're going to walk over to this side. This is a celebration of the overturned legislation and people calling for Virginia to take measures further to regulate abortions. Now, in the middle, we have police that are standing guard as both sides shout back and forth.
I am sovereign in my body, I am sovereign in my soul.
Murder of human life in the womb.
And it's not about pregnancy, and it's not about abortion. Kids were never in the picture for us.
So please push back now before they keep taking, because they won't stop.
Lynchburg is home to Catherine because her wife is here. A wife who came out to protest just 2 weeks after a major surgery. But Catherine says she too feels like her rights are being taken from her.
I am afraid of losing more rights than I already have. And I was terrified to come out, especially when I heard that there would be an anti-protest.
That anti-protest on the other side of the street just as peaceful as on Catherine's side. A celebration of the overturned legislation and people calling for Virginia to take measures to further regulate abortions. Anti-protesters like Caleb Decker are here for religious reasons.
My belief in God teaches me that killing's wrong, and God defines murder as the shedding of blood, and the baby gets its own blood in the first few days after conception.
He even brought his son out to the protest, as many other anti-protesters did.
He's part of the reason that we understand what life becomes once it's out of the womb.
The Hill City, much like the rest of the nation, divided and waiting to see what comes next. In Lynchburg, Kylie Kidd, WFXR News.